I'm from San Diego. One thing I would like to learn from this course is how to better understand landscape and then and how the well-beings of others can be incorporated. Right now for our studio, we're doing a project about healing gardens for children. So I know this is a course that could be useful for my studio. Oh, and a fun fact about me, um, I commute from school, so it's been kind of rough, but we're hanging in there.
That mute button. Thank you for sharing, Angelica. I'll pass it to Aranza. Carlona.
Hi, I'm Aranza. Um, my background, okay, so I'm a transfer student from Ventura College. I did 2 years there in architecture, and I transferred into second year landscape architecture here at Pomona. And I'm a third year student. And learning aspirations. I just kind of want to learn as much as I can about it. Nothing like specific, but just how everything ties together. So I have a class where sustainability, my professor can tie it into everything that involves landscape architecture, like just everything. So I'm very curious how we can do that with this topic. And a fun fact about myself, um, I don't know, to be honest. Well, I'm from uh, Oxnard, so my high school was really close to the Wainimi Pier. So when I did cross country, I would run to the beach, and I tell everybody that. And that's it.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Aranza. All right. Cameron Menezes.
Hi, yes, I'm here. My name is Cameron. So I'm in the car right now. I just had class on campus, but I'm on my way home. I am a fourth year in the landscape architecture program, and something I'm interested to learn this semester would be how to apply some more scientific or mathematical reasoning in some of our design, like calculations that actually help inform design techniques, especially with rainwater capture, things like that. Fun fact about me, I got my black belt when I was like 12 years old.
Thank you for sharing, Cameron. I see on my screen Jose Hernandez.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So, my name is Jose Hernandez. I am a fourth year landscape architecture student. Some learning aspirations. I've been recently interested in environmental restoration. I've been seeing too many of my local blocks in the city just turned into big old factories and gas stations. So definitely want to see how I can incorporate landscape art into that. And then a fun fact, I've never been traveling before, and I just went this summer for my first time. I went to Hawaii.
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, no.
Eduardo Hernandez.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Hernandez. I'm a third year in the landscape architecture major. A fun fact about myself is that I caught a fish last month, I think. It was my like third time going fishing. And something I'd want to learn more is like maybe about like ecosystems or habitat restoration. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing that, Eduardo. Ahmed.
Sorry for the background noise. I'm commuting. Hello, my name is Ahmed. I mean, in terms of the major, it's fourth year, but I've been here for 6 years. Let me try my background experiences. The main thing I wanted to get from this course, besides my elective credit, was mainly a better understanding of the systems that we are building for, basically, and like whether or not we can compensate for a good majority of the public as opposed to a very limited group. And in terms of fun fact, similar to the first student, I'm commuting. In this case, I have to take 4 buses to get home. Yeah, that's it.
Thanks for sharing, Ahmed. Angelica Diaz.
Oh, I already went. I was the first one.
Okay, some folks are moving around. I'm sorry about that. Massimo Liciti.
Hi, I'm Massimo Lucidi. I am a third year in landscape architecture. I transferred last year in the second year from a Saddleback Community College. I live in Laguna Beach and I live near campus. And one thing I hope to learn and achieve in this course is how health could be improved with updated landscape designs. And a fun fact about me is I changed the clutch in the school parking lot.
Hmm. Thank you so much for sharing. Ayana Leaks.
Hi, I'm Ayana. I am a 4th year in landscape architecture. I grew up in LA County. Just recently came back from living in New York, upstate New York. I'm open to learning all things, so I'm not sure of anything specific yet. I just really enjoy learning, and a fun fact about me is, you could say I'm right-brained, so that means I'm very creative. I play music, I make music, and I make art with all kinds of different media.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Ayana. Hugo Luna Castillo.
Hi, my name is Hugo Luna. This is my 4th year in the landscape architecture program. I'm just pretty much like open to like anything. I'm not, honestly, to be honest, I'm not too sure what I'm getting myself into, but I'm very open to like learning new things.
Awesome.
And interesting thing about, I don't know, I got nothing right now.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Joanna Ortiz.
Hi everyone, my name is Johanna Ortiz. I'm in the master program. Well, I'm in the advanced master program for landscape architecture. I commute from Los Angeles, 45 minutes driving, which is not that awful because I don't get that much traffic. The learning expectations, I would like to learn how to be the guardians of remote health and how those can influence on the not just only in the school but actually in the hospitals or public spaces, public parkings, and including the communities. With that being said, so one of the ideas that I have is making alleys into green spaces for native plants and becoming the learning experience for the kids in the school nearby and community organizations. A fun fact, like dancing, we can go downtown LA. There's always have activities, so I always like to take my daughter to have fun over there.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Joanna. Let's see. I have Lloyd Hume. Lloyd Hume.
Hello, my name is Lloyd. I'm a third year landscape architecture. One thing I want to learn from this course would be sustainability and health in landscape. A fun fact about me is I like to play soccer with my family and friends on the weekends.
Thank you, Lloyd. I have Jonathan Wu.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Wu. I'm currently third year student after transfer from Mount It's major landscape architecture, but in community college I studied 2 years architecture program. In exploration, does something related to landscape architecture. And fun fact about me, I'm baseball fans. Yeah, I play baseball in my free time.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I have Tade Satadjian.
Hello, hi. My name is Thales Italian. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
So my name is Thales Italian. So I'm third year of landscape architecture. So since my major is landscape architecture, this course was a requirement, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna learn and understand more about the landscape architecture. And also, fun fact about me, I love traveling. And recently, I just came back from the Kenya, East Africa, been for the safari. It was so enjoyable. Yeah, thank you.
Julia Sanchez. Thank you for sharing today. Okay, Julia Sanchez is written in the chat. Hello, everyone. I'm Julia. I lost my voice over the weekend. A bit about myself is that I am currently a fourth year in BSLA program. I'm interested in understanding how design can affect the user/community. It is a subject I have not studied much so far, so I'm looking forward to everything this class has to offer. The fun fact about me is that I am currently trying to get into camping. Exciting, exciting. Thank you for sharing that, Julia. Let's go to Kyle right next.
Hi, so I'm Kyle. Um, my learning aspirations are like planting plans and ecology. I am a fourth year landscape architecture major. A fun fact would be that I have a lot of rocks. I used to be a geology major, so kind of rubbed off. And that's about it.
Awesome, Kyle. Thanks for sharing. Let's go to Ray Ma.
Sorry. Hello, my name's Ray Ma. I'm a fourth year landscape architecture student. I came from Beijing and have been studying in the US for 8 years now. And the reason why I choose this class is because I like to embrace new landscape theories and like to learn them in practice. And then one fun fact about me is I can write and draw with both hands.
That's pretty cool. Thanks for sharing, Ray. And I believe this is the last person, Naui. Is this a familiar face, Naui Munoz?
Hey, good afternoon. My name is Nali Munoz. Sorry if there's noise in the background. I'm currently driving home. But I'm fourth year landscape architecture major. One thing I hope to learn from this class is to get a better understanding about how to create planting plans in a way that you can create an effective extension of the pre-existing ecosystem of whatever site I may be designing on. And fun fact about me, I like to play music. I make music of my own as well. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Naui. Christian Reyes, feel free to jump in and introduce yourself using the prompts on the screen. Share your name, a little bit about your background, and what you look to learn this semester, what your major and year is, and a fun fact about yourself.
Okay, my name is Christian Reyes. I live in Pomona, California. Something I hope to learn is a little bit more about different types of landscape architecture and how it works in different areas and communities. And my major is landscape architecture, and I am a junior. A little fun fact, I enjoyed snowboarding, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let's get into this syllabus. All right,
Excuse me,
so
sir.
Jonathan, have you had a chance to introduce yourself? My apologies.
No, I have not. I have not. I was having trouble to get to log on at first, so I'm driving home, so I haven't shared yet.
Okay, please introduce yourself. My apologies.
It's okay. My name is Jonathan Torres. I live in Santa Clarita. I'm a third year landscape. I'm majoring in landscape architecture. My aspiration is to help one day improve and design landscapes and parks for inner cities such as Boyle Heights, South Central, Compton. And a fun fact about me is that I went on a cruise to the Caribbean over the summer, and it was really, really fun. Thank you.
No problem, Jonathan. My apologies about that. Has anyone else, has everyone had a chance to introduce themselves? Is anyone still waiting to introduce themselves? All right, awesome. Well, nice to meet all of you. Let's go ahead and get into this syllabus. As I mentioned, my name is Professor Ronnell Hampton. You can call me Professor Hampton, Professor Ronnell, whichever you like. This semester, again, we'll be taking 4990 special topics using landscape interventions to improve the social determinants of health. This course delves into the intersection between landscape architecture and social determinants of health. Students will gain insights into the social determinants of health and apply their knowledge to design a landscape intervention for a rooftop garden in collaboration with community partners, supporting residents in the Skid Row community of Los Angeles. Through this course, they will also learn about essential elements of wildlife habitats and integrate this understanding into their assessment of the rooftop gardens components, identify any gap, and propose interventions. The ultimate goal is for students to propose and scale an intervention that effectively addresses identified gaps related to the social determinants of health while ensuring the site's capacity to serve as a wildlife habitat. So we do have a busy semester. The majority of our semester will be virtual, but we will meet in person for our field trip engagements. There are a lot of broad themes related to policy and urban design that you'll learn about. A big thing about me, and I appreciate someone that was talking about sustainability, is really connecting a through line across different stakeholder groups and issue areas. So the goal is to develop a best equity management approach for approaching design of the public and private domain for the individual in the environment. So we really, well, my approach as a professor and as a practitioner is always to ensure my projects, programs, functions, and curriculums are achieving social and environmental justice. And you will learn to develop strategies for ensuring that policy, social, economic, and environmental constraints / considerations are central to the design and sustainability of the urban space. So this is going to be critical as you all use your expertise as designers in the public domain to understand how to achieve environmental and social justice with your talent and your skills and your expertise. So I won't go over to all of these things in details. Feel free to read it on your own. But I do want to go over the books that you will need for this course. There are 4 books, also office hours. I am available by appointment, usually Tuesday mornings from 8 to 9:30 a.m. will be ideal. If that time doesn't work, we can arrange a time outside of those hours. But definitely keep in mind that it'll be between 8:30 and 9:30. So in regards to the books for this course, we are going to be reading The Death and Life of Great American Cities by Jane Jacobs. This book is really powerful because it talks about a lot of the intellectual short-sightedness of the folks in our architectural realm that came before us, and some of the planning or considerations that have to have more of a long-term approach to address some of the challenges that folks experience related to street safety, landscape architecture, neighborhoods, and how different considerations need to be made in order to address the dying cities that we are living in right now. We'll also be learning about reading on Black Landscape Matters. This is a really good book because it really talks about how oftentimes we sensationalize or mythologize, you know, the great folks of our past. And with Black Landscapes, it's really an opportunity to have a critical discussion about how Blackness and Black spaces allow us to construct new inclusive designs, because they're addressing some of the gaps that exist within the current designs that we're experiencing life through. So I'm really excited about this this book in particular and how you all interact with it this semester. There's also, we'll be reading Resolving Our Urban Sustainability Through Environmental Design Approaches to Time, People, Place, Responsive Urban Spaces. It's a really great book to help you all conceptualize some of the considerations we need to have as it relates to environmental design. And then also Resolving Environmental Conflicts, Principles and Concepts is the last book that we'll be reading this semester. And it really, again, allows you all to develop your skills as conflict management folks, especially given that with your work as landscape architects, oftentimes it is dealing with the public realm. And there oftentimes are competing interests, whether it be for a private client and the rest of their neighbors not wanting a certain experience, or, you know, you working for an institution and getting pushback from different constituents or stakeholders. So really having a clear understanding of how to resolve environmental conflicts, I think, is going to be a really great takeaway for you all this semester, and understanding then how to incorporate that role in your landscape architectural design projects. How can you bring stakeholder interests together? How can you create alignment? So again, we'll have some really strong themes in this course. Next week, we'll have a field trip. Our field trip start next week. We'll be visiting a certified wildlife habitat and really learning about the different components of wildlife habitats. And then we'll come back because, for example, next Monday we'll be out of class. So our field trip will be on that Friday, September 8th. And we'll go over some of the field trip information in a bit. But just to put that out there, we'll be seeing a wildlife habitat in person and talk to Brandy Williams from Garden Butterfly, who develops wildlife habitats as well as develops native species and native friendly natural landscapes. So we'll be visiting her residence and really learning from her firsthand. Then we'll be going into learning the social determinants of health. Moving forward, we'll be visiting the LA Mission site, which is where the rooftop garden location is. It is in Skid Row. So we'll be partnering with a few stakeholders this semester. We're partnering with LA Mission, Arts Bridging the Gap, my consulting firm, Growing Greatness Now, is a part of this, and then Cal Poly Pomona. So this is going to be a really powerful experience, just learning about the different considerations that they're trying to bring to the site. We'll have an opportunity to visit the site at least 6 different occasions throughout the semester. And it won't be all at once. I know on the 30th, we have September 30th event coming up, which will be a goal to have the whole class there. This will be the first site visit. We'll be able to do our site analysis during that time of the site and start to develop our narrative canvas and understanding the different stakeholders and the different challenges that exist on the site, so you all can start developing interventions for that. So moving on, again, we'll have several site visits to Skid Row throughout the semester. But as I mentioned, you'll be doing your assigned reading and research using some of those readings that I discussed with you as far as the books that you'll need from the class. You do have a midterm assignment. I will be providing that information as the time comes up. Another theme of this class is managing stakeholder interests. So again, with many of the stakeholders that you have connected to this rooftop garden initiative, you'll learn how to incorporate their considerations and how that can strengthen your design considerations, and how that allows you to develop a stronger site analysis and prioritize different interventions you want to make on the site. So again, ultimately, my goal is to have you all coordinate your learnings from the readings and the lectures that we have to incorporating some of the design considerations. We will have like a 2-component aspect to the course, which is, again, being on that site, engaging with the stakeholders, experiencing the site in real life, using the existing materials on the site to support, like, say, for example, where certain crops should be grown in relation to the sun paths, considerations like that, right? And also ensuring that there's space for multi-purpose usage of the site. So there's a component of what can we do with the existing material and with the time that we have in the semester, but your final project will be a proposal for how LA Mission, for example, can invest in the site, different funding constraints that they need to be aware of or consider, policy constraints that they need to be aware of and consider, to again ensure that it can serve as a wildlife habitat and have all of the considerations that they as a site are trying to have on the site. For example, a lot of the folks on that site are experiencing homelessness, so the site can be used for yoga, for example, and do different programming of that sort. It also can be used as a way to teach the different residents how to harvest, how to manage a garden, and doing it not only from a short-term basis, but from a long-term basis. So again, you all be able to use your expertise. You all are upper division students. It sounds like some of you are also in grad school. So you'll be using your expertise to support the deliverables of this course. Any questions? Any questions coming to mind for folks? Comments? Who's excited? Reactions, thumbs ups, celebration markers. Okay, okay. A few folks are thumbs up, excited. Okay, okay, okay. Who's a little bit nervous? Thumbs up for the nervous folks. All right. We'll get through it together. We'll get through it together. It's definitely going to be an exciting semester. Some of the things that I do want to point out, in the for your awareness, you all probably know how to use Canvas already, but your projects usually be posted under your modules. So for week 1, you'll see that the lecture is posted. You want to respond to the questions in the lecture. So sometimes it'll just be questions or a journal entry related to, let's say, a site visit that we did. So you oftentimes want to come in here and complete the lecture to get your points. And this often connects to your class attendance as well. You'll usually have, as mentioned, you have those 4 reading assignments throughout the semester. These are big projects because, again, you'll be learning a lot from these books that you'll incorporate into your projects and proposals throughout the semester. So the assigned readings are based off of, you won't have to read the whole book. So that's one thing that I have to update on this assignment, but you won't have to read the whole book. I'll split it up into different parts so that, you know, you all can have a section of the book to read, and you'll have to prepare a PowerPoint presentation of what your takeaways are from your section of the book, right? And so this breaks down some really great tips for how you should tackle your reading assignments. So definitely take a look at that. And so again, you'll get points for these reading assignment projects, reading and research assignments. You'll have a lot of time to execute this. For example, you'll receive this assignment today and it's due next month on the 25th. And usually you'll have about 4 weeks to complete these reading and research assignments when they are assigned. Another thing is, hold on. Module. Okay. The other thing is you'll also have project development assignments that are posted. These will come sporadically throughout the semester. These assignments are to help you move towards completing your final project proposals. So for example, this week, you will use your keyword document for week 1, and you will find landscape design precedent examples related to rooftop gardens and hydroponic towers to just start stimulating your brain around some ideas that may be of interest to you as we start to tackle this semester's project. You can relate your design precedent to at least 3 of the 15 permaculture design principles. Again, as you're looking through the design precedents that you find, you want to use your keyword document to see how that design precedent is addressing at least 3 of the 15 permaculture design principles. So again, you'll be able to do your research on that and see what's referenced there. So again, that pretty much breaks down what you can expect from the course related to the layout. Every week you'll have a lecture that you can follow through. It'll have, you know, an overview. Sometimes it will have a PowerPoint presentation connect to it. That link will be connected to the lecture as well. And again, you will throughout the semester have these reading and research assignments, and then your project development assignments as well. Any questions so far?
So you said we have to buy those books, right?
Yes, so you do have to buy the books. The only book that you do not have to worry about purchasing is the environment. Let's see. This one right here, because I have it and it's already in your folder for that week. Urban Sustainability Through Environmental Design Approaches. I have a copy of that book and I will make it available to you all, but the other books you will have to purchase. The book that is most important right now is Black Landscapes Matter. And I believe The Death and Life of American Cities is next. No. So the next book is Urban Sustainability Through Environmental Design. That book you do not have to worry about buying. So that gives you a little bit of leeway. You can buy the Black Landscape Matters book, and then if you want to wait for a little bit to buy the James Jacobs book, you have a little bit of time, but I'd rather you get those books as soon as possible so that you don't fall behind on your assignments. Okay, so I also want to show you, you do have, I have a Google Drive. And it'll have important information for you all. Can you see the Google Drive screen?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
So it has a class syllabus, field trip document. So I'm gonna go to that folder. There's a field trip release form that you all need to make a copy of, download and sign so that we can have it on record related to the field trips that we will be having this semester. Once you've submitted your disclosure, your release form for the field trip, you want to come here and sign up for the trip that you are going to go on. For example, next week on Friday, from 10 to 11:30, we have our garden butterfly field trip. So make sure you put your name, your phone number, and your emergency contact. On September 30th, we will have our first LA mission visit. So you can put your name on there. And then we'll have these corresponding dates as we confirm them for the other LA mission visits. So make sure that you are putting your information here. It is important that we, stay on top of this because it's important to just like when we're off site, you want to have your release forms on file. And then also if anything happens, I want to be able to contact the folks that matter most to you. So again, we do have some immediate needs to tackle related to field trips. So make sure you're on top of that. I'll put this in the chat. Again, all you need to do is copy it, download it, sign it, and return it to me so that I can have it on file. And we have our field trip next week coming up, so we want to do that as soon as possible. So this is a general timeline for our rooftop garden project. This is tentative. Again, we do have the volunteer day, September 30th, which will serve as also the site analysis day. We'll conduct the site visit, assess the rooftop area, gather data on sunlight exposure and patterns, drainage, existing vegetation, document potential challenges, opportunities for wildlife habitat creation, research local wildlife species and their habitat requirements. So in October, we'll start to research and visit the rooftop garden again, identifying different design elements. So again, just running through the design process throughout the semester. And so this is, again, a rough general overview. These dates will be finalized as the semester goes on, as they are contingent on some different stakeholder engagements, but you do have access to that information here and your field trip documents as well. Every week, I will add, relevant files to the week folders so that you have that information. For example, you will have in week 3 access to the, I'll probably have it in week 4 or week 5. The urban sustainability book. So again, my goal is to help you get through this semester, learn something powerful, and have a great time. I am really big on effort. So if you are submitting your projects, and they show that you are, trying, that will be evident. So definitely effort goes a long way. I'm always available to connect. So if you do need to ask any questions or meet with me, don't hesitate to reach out. Also, if anything is going on, if you're having challenges with executing any of your assignments, if you need any time, do not hesitate to reach out, right? Communication is really important. I can't help you out. I can't give you more time if I don't know what's going on. So again, my office hours are by appointment on Tuesdays from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. My phone number, definitely use it for emergencies. You can reach me on my cell phone at 619-988-4549, representing 619 San Diego in the house. My email, you can reach me at my Cal Poly Pomona email or my business email, growinggreatnessnow@gmail.com. Either of those are great. Probably use both for great measure. Also, if you reach out to me on the Cal Poly Pomona, it'll also send it to the Canvas inbox, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Or if you send me a message on Canva, it goes to my Outlook. So just make sure that you touch all bases. If you see that I'm not responding on email, reach out via text. If you're reaching out at the Cal Poly Pomona, which is very evasive, I don't always use this email, reach out to me at the Growing Greatness Now email. Who's excited for the semester?
You.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. As I promised, I won't keep you all long today. We do have a busy semester ahead, so I really am excited about the journey we will be on together. I will stay on tonight for folks who want to stay on and ask any questions. Also, make sure you take a look at your Canvas. Tackle those assignments that have been posted. Make sure you start your research on your design precedents. And next week, be ready for our field trip on September 8th. We'll be going to Brandy Williams, who is the owner of Butterfly Garden, to learn about wildlife habitats and establishing them with native friendly and California native natural landscapes. Again, I will let you all go early today, but I'll stay on for anyone that has any questions. That concludes our class for today. I will see you all next week on our field trip. Make sure you complete your release forms I'll send out a few reminders, make announcements related to that, but make sure you complete your release forms and sign up on the Google Sheets.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks.
I have a question.
Yes, Hugo.
I have class around the same time as the field trip. Is there any way like I could like do it some other time or something?
Um,
I
so
also have class.
yeah, I figured that not everyone will be able to make it. Usually what I do is I record the field trip and post it online. So, you know, the whatever questions or prompts that come up, you'll have to use the video recording to respond to them, right? And that suffices. So that's just something to keep in mind. The other thing is I am going to try and have our field trips take place on Saturdays because I know some folks are, you know, competing with school and work. So my hope is that Saturday mornings for our on-site days will help address that a bit. So as those dates come, I'll let you all know. And we'll also be spreading ourselves out for our site visits. Like, for example, wildlife habitat is a full class. The volunteer kickoff day is the full class, but the other following dates will be split off into the categories of wildlife that we'll be focusing on for the site.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Hugo.
So how many of the field trips right now are on Friday at that time?
Right now, only this one.
Okay.
Right now, only this one. I'm anticipating Saturdays site visits for the LA mission. I believe the 30th is a Saturday. And so the consecutive dates have not been scheduled yet, but I anticipate those being Saturdays as well.
Okay. Thank you.
September 30th should be a Saturday. Yeah, September 30th is a Saturday.
Great. Thanks.
Thank you, Kyle. Nowie, how's it going? Today?
Yeah, Professor, I had a question also. You already said it about the like Saturday or something. So our field trip is gonna be like at 6 p.m. or so, like or it's gonna be the same like the schedule class or whatever.
On Mondays from 6 to 8:45. That's the normal class schedule. But we will have field trips. And so I haven't decided how I'm going to navigate that related to like the Monday and the field trip day, but more than likely I'll post the assignments, right? And we'll meet that week in person, but your assignment will be posted on that Monday for you to execute, right? So yeah, those weeks will probably be in-person lectures on site with your assignments posted on that Monday.
Okay. So also I just checked the like a canvas and everything. I can't see any because I was seeing you have a lot of like a files and everything on a canvas, but I guess it's not published yet.
Yeah, I'll make it published right now because it was supposed to be available right now, but I noticed as I was presenting, some of them were still showing not published. So let me, so modules.
It's an honestly, I'm seeing the modules. I can't see any modules over here too. So the modules and assignments, it's not a like assignments. They have a one thing. Oh, I guess you publish one of them. Yeah.
Can you see if the modules are there now?
Modules.
One.
Let me refresh again. Not a modules, but I see the assignment you already published, reading and research. There wasn't there before. Not a modules yet. Oh, I see. Yeah, it came. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So those should be posted, and it should tell you how many points and the due date for each of those.
Okay, perfect.
And please
So
let me know if there's ever any technical glitches, because with me there probably
No,
will be.
Def,
So please
you're
let
the
me.
best, of course. Yeah, you're the best, of course.